Hi, Sagittarius. Every day gets a little better, right, Sag? Now I'm just battling the fatigue, but this too shall pass. So let's take a look at the weekend energy, Sag. So first of all, the overall vibe for the weekend is gentleness and friendship. I feel like there is some stuff going on in friendship. So before anyone I always want to say before anyone wants to insert their ex here, because this does not feel like it's love of a kind, but I feel like there may be some compassion coming in towards friendship, some balance, because that is King of Cups energy. In terms of overall what's going on is Aries Sun, Virgo and Virgo Jupiter, and Mercury and Sagittarius. There's some aggressive conversation coming up, but it feels like it starts that way but doesn't end that way. And it may come out of this place of like how things should be done, right? Or being critical, because that is very much, let's just say it, Virgo has that energy, but with the 10th house is like how we work, how we do things, right? And, growth is here with Sagittarius and discovery. And maybe, there is some self-realization because this is, the first house. I feel like you, Sagittarius, may have really considered cutting some people out and moving on towards new relationships. You know what I mean? New friendships, because this is about friendship. Because it does feel like either someone was critical of you, or you maybe were critical of someone else's action. And there's a sense of things coming into balance about this, because, we're seeing companionship here. Now, this is Libra moon, but this isn't, and that's all about, balancing out your emotions, right? Because Libra wants balance. Libra wants to work together. And I do feel, I don't know why this is shaking so much. I do feel like that is coming, Sag. I feel like you might be figuring out that, hey, maybe there is a sense of maybe being too controlling in this situation, or, thinking things had to be done a certain way. Maybe, someone being overly critical. Maybe we can discover a new way, right? But I do feel like your first instinct was to just cut it the heck off. Because, that is kind of the Sagittarius way. I mean, because your energy is you're kind of introspective, right? The hermit, looking at things, and, because there's a lot of Libra energy here, which is also about the truth. Justice often is, right? And feel like, and I don't feel this is romantic love because of what is showing up in terms of cups. I feel like you maybe made a decision here based on what someone showed you, right? Or based on Virgo energy, which, is like, I feel like you're trying to figure out whether you're being too critical here, or acting too quickly, or maybe, too quick to cut people off. it doesn't come from a place of what you think they should do, or, you know, it does feel, because that's your energy. You're looking for answers, whether or not this is the right decision, right? You know, maybe this is people you've been friends with for a long time, you know? So, what you want to do this weekend is exactly that. Like, Page of Swords and the Eight of Cups. It's like, you just basically don't want to feel this way anymore. And there's a sense of like not wanting to wait, right? With the Queen of Wands especially, just, wanting to move on to the next thing. But, with the Eight of Cups, we were walking away from what's not good for us, especially emotionally. We're walking away from feelings. And I feel like this may have been a situation for you that has been going on for a long time. And I do feel as if it's kind of that, I need to do something here once and for all. And this definitely does have to do with a friend, because, we're also seeing the Three of Cups, which I'll show you in a second. And you just want to be happy. You don't want to deal with this anymore. It is basically your feeling, and so, yeah. So you actually want to make this decision, but then it's kind of like something comes in here in terms of bringing balance to the situation, because obviously, we're also seeing the Page of Cups, so there could be an apology here. But with the Four of Wands and the Star, it is really feeling like there's healing here, and, turning a new corner here with, whatever this friendship is for you. Healing this connection, returning to a time when it was good, because the Four of Wands it's a portal towards harmony, towards making things work. And, it's very interesting because what was clarifying the Star was the Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles. It is like being able to see things from a new perspective, to pivot. Okay, like the Seven of Pentacles is looking at everything and saying, what is my next step? How can I change direction here? And that's been the thing. It very much feels like this limbo situation that, you, on the one hand, you don't want to deal with it anymore, right? You don't want to deal with it anymore. You don't want bad feelings. You want to move forward. You want relationships that work, relationships that feel good. But, I do feel like there's something here that makes you see things a little differently. Like maybe I could have done this. Maybe I could have done that. And I'm not blaming you, Sagittarius, but you're able to see things in a new light, maybe, because recently, I think it was yesterday, maybe, it was seeing things from other people's point of view. It definitely was. I'm trying to figure out where I saw the Five of Wands. I thought I could have swore I did see the Five of Wands here somewhere. But I will tell you that, yeah, and it kind of gives you pause to think about, I mean, should I be cutting this off or trying something different? And with the two of, and that's what's happening. because, you know, I feel like whoever this friend is, friend, family member, lover, whatever, they come and they say, look, with the Page of Cups, that's an apology. I would like to, you know, can we start over? Can we, you know, Two of Wands is getting on the same page, you know, so this person definitely is trying to get on the same page with you, and definitely wanting to forge a new path, you know, and you have the choice here. You can go this way or you can go that way, you know, but I feel like you're able to see things differently, maybe from this other person's point of view, because there definitely is seeing a truth you didn't see before, you know, and while you just wanted to be done with it for sure, um, what is it that Dr. Phil used to say? Right fighters never win. But, you know, I feel like this person wants to start over. They want to start over. They want to make changes. And we're seeing the World here with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Jeez. Yeah, this person definitely wants to talk. They definitely want to make things better. And definitely new, because with the World there's success, but it's also a fresh start. And, you know, it could be, Three of Cups is very much a supportive energy too. Oh, Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords. So much here about a conversation, about putting down the past. Yeah, I feel like this person has been thinking a lot. Thinking a lot. And it probably for them, it was like, this is how they always did things. So I would say that they repeated a pattern. I would say that they repeated a pattern and they want to change that. They want, you know what, they want the joy back here. You know, kind of that sense of when things were good, things were really good, right? Because you definitely, with this person, were either family or like family to this person, and they want that back. You know, of course it isn't all about what they want, but, you know, so let's, that was very specific, Sag. Let's take a look at what you are feeling about this. And, you know, there's just no other way to look at this reading. And I will do the 24th at the end of the reading for the birthdays. It definitely feels like someone is wanting a new path here. So what is Sagittarius's perspective on this? Who is this person, a Sagittarius? Who is this person to Sagittarius? Queen of Swords. Yeah. The Seven of Swords reversed. Interesting. Why the Seven of Swords reversed? I feel like this is so weird. Queen of Swords with the Seven of Swords reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. you just have been, and the reason, you don't trust this person. And that is basically why you want to cut this person off. You see that Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Wow. Yeah, the whole reason that you want to do this is because, maybe it feels like you let this person get away with too much. And, it was kind of always doomed to fail. And you are seeing that because, this person did not treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And that's why you want to cut it off in the first place. King of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Empress. Like, you deserve better. Basically, at the end of the day, that's that whole message. You deserve better than that. Yes, yes. So how does Sagittarius feel about this conversation? How does Sagittarius feel about Ace of Swords? Justice. You feel like it's long past time. But, at the same time, Sag, like, you're being honest with this person with the Ace of Swords, Justice, and Four of Pentacles. You're letting them know that you've kind of made a decision and you're not sure that it even makes a difference that they're apologizing. There's just, you may see that you've been a little stubborn in some ways. Interesting, Sag. I do feel like you're giving this person some tough love. But the whole point is, yeah, you might have let them get away with things in the past, but you're not really about letting things slide now. And, so let's see what the outcome is here. What is the outcome here? Which is interesting because you are showing up in compassion. Maybe you're just letting them know that in a loving way. What is the outcome here for Sagittarius? Death card. The outcome. Oh, here comes the Five of Wands, the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands with the Magician reversed. I feel like the outcome here is that you kind of feel manipulated by this person, or you have felt manipulated by them in the past. Yeah, the devil. Oh my goodness. And you're telling them that either, something changes, things change, right? I feel also like you might be willing to give it a chance, but, But you kind of don't hold out much hope for this changing because you feel as if this person is manipulative. Wow, we've never had a reading come out like this, do we? 9 of Wands. King of Pentacles. And the Lovers. I feel like you're going to withdraw from the whole thing in favor of something stable. You know, you may give this person a chance to show up or to change things, but it kind of feels to me like you don't hold out much hope for it. But at the same time, you are being compassionate towards them. Well, Sagittarius. Okay, well, that was surprising. Because it did, you know, actually feel in the beginning like you were seeing things from their point of view too, but I don't know. I don't know if you're willing to, you know, take a new road with this person, to be honest with you. Maybe you've just had enough, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's see what the blessing of this weekend is. Jeez. What is this weekend's blessing? What is this weekend's blessing? This weekend's blessing. Why the 7 of Wands? Okay. This weekend's blessing is that you may be getting together, connecting with someone, going out, whatever, with someone who respects your boundaries. King of Cups. Could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I mean, it could be any of them, right? But, wow. There you are. And it's a nice change for you. So you could be meeting someone, especially either if you're out with others or going out with them directly, someone who respects your boundaries. I love that for you, Sagittarius. That was good to have some good news. Okay, Sagittarius, geez Louise. So let's get on to... I took so long, Sagittarius. So let's see what you need to focus on this weekend. And then I will get to the November 24th birthday. What does Sagittarius need to focus on today? Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to focus on? Does Sagittarius need to focus on? Sagittarius. Immerse yourself in artistic and creative expression, and pay attention to signs. Well, the Sagittarius, that's your weekend. I know, that sure was strange, wasn't it? That sure was strange. Okay, Sag. So now let's take a look at if your birthday is November 24th. Let's see what your blessing is for your birthday year. November 24th, Sagittarius birthday. What are the blessings coming towards November 24th, Sagittarius? November 24th, Sagittarius. Blessings for November 24th birthdays. Meeting a stranger. November 24th. November 24th birthday. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you're meeting somebody new. Okay. So if your birthday is November 24th, you are meeting someone new, probably out in public. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Happiness and well-being, which makes me think that it's more than likely out. So I wouldn't say, but love, deep affection, and caring, and be careful. Do not take risks. So I think like you're being cautioned to maybe take your time with it, but also be, cautious. Don't jump right in, Sag. So let's see what this is all about. November 24th. Who is Sagittarius? November 24th birthdays. Who are they meeting? Feels like new love. New love. November 24th. Ooh. Four. Could be a soulmate. Tell me about this meeting with a stranger. Oh boy. What? The Star, Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands. I feel like you don't like this person at first. Tell me about love, affection, and caring. Love, affection, and caring. I feel like you don't like this person at first, Sag. You do, but this is someone you actually do end up in a relationship with them. I think over time, I feel like the more you get to know them, the more you move towards a relationship with them, the more you see that they're what you want. But I kind of feel like this person may actually and you definitely want more information about them, because I do feel like there may be an issue with consistency with this person at first. So you may question whether you want to even give this a shot, but you clearly do. Tell me about this person. Tell me about this person. Oh my goodness. Four of Pentacles. Two of Cups. This is your person, but it's not going to be quick. This is going to be like over time, because the Four of Pentacles is kind of slow for me. The Seven of Pentacles, I don't know. I feel like this person kind of doesn't check all your boxes, because with the Five of Swords, it's like what you know of them, you may not feel like it's for you. Especially in terms of how this person talks, right? How they communicate. Because the Knight of Swords often can be very brash, right? And it feels like this person does kind of have a little bit of energy in which you feel like they're easily distracted. You know what I mean? They're paying attention to you, then they're paying attention to other things. And so you have a hard time figuring out if you should invest in this person. But I feel like you do. I feel like you do, Sag. Yeah. It's a lot of feelings here. A lot of feelings. I feel like the challenge here may be consistency. But once you figure that out, Sag, you're right as rain. So that's what I have for you today. Toodles.